Hello to all Cinemaster lovers. Hope you enjoy watching. Let's get started. In The Secret of Moonacre, orphaned Maria Merriweather moves to her uncle Sir Benjamin's grand but eerie manor in Moonacre Valley. She soon uncovers a family secret. Her ancestors, the Merriweathers, are cursed due to a feud over magical moon pearls with the rival Denoir clan. Maria learns she is the last moon princess, destined to either lift the curse or let the valley fall into darkness forever. As Maria explores Moonacre, she discovers that her family's only hope lies in finding the lost moon pearls. Alongside her newfound allies, a loyal black lion, a mysterious white horse, and her uncle's household, Maria sets out on a dangerous quest. She faces challenges from the Denoir, led by the bitter Coeur Denoir, who wants the pearls to reclaim his family's power. In a final act of bravery, Maria chooses self-sacrifice to break the curse, throwing the pearls into the sea. Her courage brings the two families together, lifts the darkness, and restores peace and harmony to Moonacre Valley. The movie The Secret of Moonacre begins with the scene of the colonel's funeral, who left his daughter Maria when she was 13 years old. After the funeral, Maria returns to the mansion, where the family lawyer informs her that her father lost the mansion and all his possessions due to gambling. And the lawyer informs her that the only inheritance left from her father is a book called The Monkey's Chronicle. That night, Maria begins to browse through the book, feeling sorrow and grief over her father's death. She discovers that the book contains fictional stories dating back thousands of years, including a story set in a magical place called Monkey, inhabited by only two tribes, the Denoir tribe and the Weather tribe. And in this story, a girl of extraordinary beauty appears, so much so that her beauty shone like a star. She was kind-hearted, brave, and loved by everyone, and she is gifted moon pearls. And after this incident, she is called Princess of the Moon. Maria continues the story and reads that the Moon Princess married a man she loved named Wolf Rose. Her father blessed their marriage and gave her a rare black lion as a gift, which she loved very much, while her new husband gave her a white unicorn as a gift. After her joy with the gifts, she decided to reveal to the attendees the Moon Pearl, which possessed a unique ability to unveil the intentions of men's hearts and fulfill a person's wishes, whether good or evil. Maria finishes reading the book and goes to sleep. The next morning, she bids farewell to all the palace servants with great sadness, but she is surprised when she sees her governess refusing to leave her, telling her that she promised her mother to stay by her side forever. They both get into the carriage and head to her uncle's house, whose name is Benjamin, and he lives in a rural area. When the carriage reaches the gate of her uncle's palace, the driver becomes preoccupied with trying to open the gate. In the meantime, Maria and her governess are attempted to be robbed by thieves surrounding the carriage, but the driver opens the gate just in time and drives the carriage inside, causing the thieves' attempt to fail as they fall away from the carriage. After a short distance, Maria arrives at her uncle's palace, which looks like a magical place. Benjamin was waiting for her and welcomed her, but he appeared to be upset and depressed. Everyone enters the palace, and when Maria reaches the hall, she is surprised to see a dog with red eyes and is scared of it. Her uncle reassures her, saying that the dog is a killer, but it didn't harm her because it recognized that she is family. When night fell, Benjamin took them to their rooms, and Maria entered her new room, which she was enchanted by. Its ceiling was glass, revealing the sky and stars, and she decided to stay in it because she liked it very much. Maria wakes up in the morning to find cake and milk in her room, along with a strangely beautiful dress, but she decides to wear her old clothes and leave the dress for another time. Then she goes downstairs holding the book, and her uncle asks her why she has the book in her hand. She tells him that this book is the only inheritance she received from her father, and she is proud of it. Her uncle replies, saying that her father had no right to give her this book, then takes it from her, making her feel angry and resentful at his behavior. After that, they gather for breakfast, and after they finish, Mr. Benjamin takes them on a tour inside and outside the palace. During the tour, Maria tells him about the attack she experienced near the palace, and he replies that they are the Dino tribe, and their behavior is always like this. She replies that this tribe resembles the tribe in the storybook. Suddenly, her uncle gets angry and tells her that everything in the book is just a fictional story, and he asks her to stay away from the forest and never go near it. A new morning comes, and Maria wakes up to find milk, cookies, and a new dress with the same symbol as the previous one. She feels puzzled and doesn't know who is bringing her these things. After eating the cookies, she goes down to the living room and finds a piano, so she decides to play it. And when she opens the piano, it starts playing by itself, so she continues playing along with it in the same tune. In the meantime, her uncle comes and interrupts her, asking her to ride with him. She agreed, and he gave her a white horse, and they went for a simple ride. After a while, her uncle feels tired, so she offers to let him rest while she explores the place and returns later. Her uncle goes to rest, while Maria heads straight to the forest to find out why her uncle forbids her from entering it. When you arrive, you find a rabbit trapped inside a cage, so you decide to help it. But in the meantime, Maria is attacked by the Dinwar tribe, but the black dog comes and saves her from this tribe. She takes the rabbit and returns to the palace, and when she arrives, she finds her uncle waiting for her, very worried about her. So she reassures him and tells him that she is fine and that she enjoyed the tour. Then she goes to her room and gets ready for bed, and she stays looking out the window. Suddenly, she spots a magical white horse flying towards the forest and disappearing. The next morning, Maria goes directly to her uncle and asks him about this place, about the stars that move above her room's ceiling, about the piano that plays by itself, and she also asks him about the white horse. But he leaves her and departs without answering any of her questions. Maria decides that she must know and understand what is happening. Then she sees the dog walking and decides to follow it to find out where it goes. Meanwhile, the dog passes by a mirror, and she notices its reflection in the mirror, revealing its true form, and she discovers that it is a rare black lion. Maria continues to follow him until she reaches a magical door that suddenly opens, and upon entering, she sees a strange cook and decides to talk to him. The cook tells her that since her arrival at the palace, magic has gradually returned to the palace and asks her if she has read and finished the book. She replies that her uncle took it from her. The cook points her to the location of the book and tells her that it is in the library. Maria goes straight to the library, finds the book, and starts reading it from where she left off. She discovers that the story revolves around the wedding of the Moon Princess, and when the princess displayed her precious pearl to the people, her father and husband snatched the pearl, leading to a fight. The Moon Princess got angry and cursed them with a powerful curse, which made the valley live in eternal darkness, and the moon would appear every 5,000 times, and after the 5,000th time, a disaster would occur, and the curse can only be lifted if the new Moon Princess comes to save them. Maria runs to the magical cook and tells him that this place is cursed. He confirms it and tells her that she is the new Moon Princess, and the proof is that no one else can see the white horse except her. Maria is shocked and says that all the inhabitants of the palace are crazy. Maria sits alone and counts the number of moon appearances since the beginning of the curse until their current day, discovering that the next night will be the 5,000th appearance and that the disaster will happen afterward. Maria wakes up from her sleep and decides to escape from the valley to the forest. And when she arrives there, she starts hearing sounds approaching her, so she feels fear and panic and seeks refuge in a nearby cave. Suddenly, a girl named Loveday appears before her. The girl takes her to her house, where Maria sees dresses adorned with the same marks she sees in her room every day, and she discovers that Loveday is the one who has been bringing her food and clothes every morning. While wandering in Loveday's house, she sees a mirror, and upon looking into it, she sees visions of what might happen, and she knows that the completion of the moon's curse will lead to a disaster. Loveday tells her that she must save the valley, and informs her that there is a pearl box with the Dinwar tribe, but no one can open it because the key is missing. Maria remembers the keys in the book, decides to take them, and heads directly to the Dinwar chief's palace. But Loveday hesitates, and lets her continue on her way alone. Maria sneaks into the chieftain's palace, but she is caught by the guards and taken to the chieftain. Maria discovers that the chief wants the keys to open the pearl box, so she hands him the keys easily. But they are shocked when they find the box already open and the pearls missing, so the leader accuses her of theft and imprisons her. She loses consciousness inside the prison, and after a short while she wakes up to see the white horse. Maria takes off her dress and hangs it on the prison window, using it for light. The guard is astonished by her action and opens the prison door to find Maria trying to escape. The guards chase her, but she jumps from the top of a mountain and lands on the trees. Then the black dog comes and saves her, and she returns with him to the palace. When she arrives, her uncle is extremely worried about her and explodes in anger, making her feel sad because he didn't give her a chance to explain what happened. But she reconciles with him after he apologizes for his anger due to his fear for her. The next morning, Maria wakes up to the sound of crackling in her room, and suddenly a secret door opens, and Loveday steps out. Maria begins to scold her for leaving her alone, but Loveday gives her a beautiful dress and tells her to wear it, explaining that this is the Moon Princess's dress. Maria puts on the dress, and they go down to the room where Loveday starts playing the piano, and Maria is amazed by her playing. And when she looks in the mirror, she sees a vision from the past and discovers an old love affair between Benjamin and Loveday, where they plan to get married. But she confessed to him that she was from the Dinwar tribe, so he got angry and left her because of the strong enmity between the two tribes. Maria continues her tour of the palace and sees one of the servants carrying a picture of the Moon Princess. Then she has a new vision revealing the location of the pearl. She discovers that the pearl is located near a specific tree in the forest. Maria asks the servant to guide her to someone who knows the forest well, and he suggests Robin, the son of the chief of the Dinwar tribe. Despite the enmity between the two tribes, she decides to go to him and offers him a deal, saying that she will free him from the trap on the condition that he helps her find the Pearl of the Moon. Robin agrees to the deal. Meanwhile, the tribe leader discovers that Maria is in the forest, so he heads there with his soldiers, while Benjamin and Loveday meet and plan to help Maria. After Robin and Maria reach the location of the tree, the tribe leader discovers their plan and sets a trap for them. The black dog is imprisoned in a pit, leaving Maria unprotected. But she sees the white horse that reveals to her the location of the pearl. Maria escapes and reaches the pearl site, but the leader attacks her. In the final moments, the black dog appears and saves her, and the battle continues until she gets the pearl and throws it into the sea, but it returns to her. She discovers that the curse can only be broken if she sacrifices herself, so she throws her spirit into the sea, and the white horse returns to save her. Then everyone returns to the palace, and things improve. Finally, the two tribes live in peace, and Benjamin returns to his beloved Loveday, ending the feud between the two families, and they live in everlasting happiness. If you liked the video, subscribe to the channel and activate the notification button to get more new videos. See ya!